Alistair Overeem is a K1 legend. This is one of the few fighters who successfully combined mixed fighting with kickboxing. Today, we will look at the amazing career of the Dutch Destroyer exactly in kickboxing in the K1 version. Alistair was born in 1980 in Holland. He owes his exotic appearance to his father, who is from Jamaica. Alistair started practicing martial arts late at the age of 15. Initially, Overeem competed in mixed martial arts. Overeem managed to win championship titles in Strikeforce, Dream, and K1. He is one of the top heavyweights in the world. After defeating Crow Cop at Dream, he got into K1 thanks to Badr Hari.
Number one of Dream, and I will show you next time again. Thank you very much.
Alistair, listen, all this hugging and shit is nothing. K1, stand-up fights, real knockout.
The Moroccan challenged the Dutch fighter. That challenge made Overeem one of the most celebrated kickboxers in the world and started a rivalry that lasted 14 years. It was with this challenge that Overeem's stellar career in K1, the most spectacular version of kickboxing, began. Although the Dutchman before that performed in kickboxing, but he did not achieve much success there. Out of 4 fights, he won only 2. The bout took place in 2008. In the first round of the fight against Badr Hari, Alistair went forward. A powerful uppercut almost sent the Moroccan to the floor. A left hook knocked Badr down. In the same round, in the second minute of the fight, he knocked out the famous fighter. The victory was won by a famous left hook. The defeat saved Badr from a return MMA fight. Since he lost on this field, the fight on the version of mixed martial arts was not worth thinking about. In his next fight, Overeem faced K1 champion Remy Banyaski. The first 2 rounds were held in a clinch without a clear advantage for one of the opponents. But a right punch from Remy knocked Overeem down and brought him the defeat. The next significant fight was 6 months later during the World Grand Prix. Here, K1 legend Peter Aerts was waiting for Overeem. After the first close round, Aerts was on the floor. Alistair dominated the match. Peter was repeatedly hit by knees. He fell after twists, and at the end of the fight, a left hook to the jaw secured the advantage. At the next stage of the Grand Prix, Alistair was waiting for Everton Teixeira, a karateka from Brazil. In response to low kicks from Everton, Alistair responded with his famous knee that decided the outcome of the fight. The fight lasted only a minute. In the semifinals of the Grand Prix again met Alistair with Badr. About a year before this fight, the Moroccan again promised a knockout to Overeem, and to do it in the first round. Fans were looking forward to the fight. It should be noted that by the second fight, Hari had gained muscle. Obviously, he took into account his shortcomings in the previous fight. This time, Badr managed to pull off the intended feat. After the bell signaled the start of the fight, he immediately went on the attack. One of his most powerful hooks breaking through Overeem's defense and knocking him down. The small victory gives Badr some energy. He steps up his game and scores with a left high kick to the head. As Badr promised, he's down to 3 minutes. Before the next Grand Prix, Overeem had a fight with world kickboxing champion Gekhan Paturuk. Gekhan's activity did not bring him success in the first round. It was evident that Alistair worked on his mistakes. In one of those attacks, the Bosnian hit the Dutchman's hook and went down. After that, Alistair's hook and a powerful knee to the jaw sent the Bosnian machine into a deep sleep. In the first round of the 2010 Grand Prix, Alistair had to fight Ben Edwards, who at the qualifier became famous for a series of quick knockouts. Ben went on the attack, eager to continue his streak of lightning-fast victories. But Alistair cooled his ardor with a right hook through his arm. Knockdown. After the knockdown, Ben started working as a number 2, trying to stay close to the ropes. He paid for it. Just near the ropes, with a powerful right hook, the Australian was sent to the second knockdown. The third knockdown, Alistair delivered a series of hooks. First, an accurate left to the head, after which he took Edwards' left hand away with his left arm and hit with a powerful right hook. The next opponent in the Grand Prix was Tyrone Sprong. He, as well as Alistair, had experience in MMA. In the first round, Tyrone managed to knock Alistair's right ear several times. Several powerful left hooks flew in there. The Destroyer also landed a few solid jabs. Alistair, on the other hand, was unable to ask for Tyrone's defense in the first round. Destroyer showed a very different fight in the second round. Now he was dominating. A series of powerful punches and hooks brings him victory in the second round. In the third round, Alistair outclassed his opponent in physical condition. He was clearly tired, for which he was knocked down. The Dutchman won by unanimous decision of the judges. In the semifinals of the Grand Prix, Alistair was waiting for his teammate, Gekhan Saki. He came to the fight with a fractured arm. Realizing that the Destroyer has little chance of winning, Gekhan starts the fight with a spinning kick. The kick knocks Alistair down, but it doesn't have a significant impact on the fight. The massive Alistair began to push his teammate to the ropes. The latter fought back with a pair of double lefts that sometimes reached the target. But a few right middle ground kicks from Destroyer kept Saki down. The Destroyer's left midsection hit the injured Turk's arm, and he was forced to stop the fight. In the final of the Grand Prix, Alistair was again waiting for the lumberjack Peter Aerts. By the end of the marathon, Aerts came out very bruised and could not show a decent fight. Already at the beginning of the fight, he misses a solid uppercut. Destroyer sees his dominance and increases the pressure. During one of his attacks, he manages to corner Peter, where he literally shoots him with a series of punches. That's a knockout. Alistair has accomplished what no one before him has ever accomplished. He is the first mixed martial artist to win the most prestigious K1 tournament. If we added to that Overeem's titles in various versions of mixed martial arts, we have one of the most successful fighters in the history of martial arts. P.S. What about Badr Hari, you ask? Didn't their duel end in a draw? No, the third time the irreconcilable rivals met in 2022, 13 years after the last fight, which brought Hari a striking victory. That fight took place on the kickboxing show Glory, Collision 4. Overeem started the fight with a series of side kicks, but he was unable to break through the Moroccan's defense. On the contrary, he misses a powerful punch from his opponent. This blow stops the attacking fervor of the Dutchman. He begins to work more cautiously. In turn, Hari is getting more active. He works effectively on the floor, not forgetting to dry the legs off the Destroyer with powerful low kicks. The only thing he really managed in the second round was a powerful uppercut that shook his opponent. In the third round, Overeem manages to land a few good right hands to the head. After that, a left hook sends the Moroccan to the floor for a knockdown. A right hook once again sends Hari to the floor. Unfortunately, Overeem was unable to finish his opponent. The resultant series of punches had a bad effect on his stamina, and by the end of the third round, Hari even managed to level the fight. The judges awarded the victory to Overeem by a small margin. And yet, the legends remain in our hearts. Did you like this video? Give us a thumbs up and ring the bell.